Hello everyone, I'm Ajua. In this session today, my focus will be on channeling for all the life paths. I'll be channeling the Ascended Masters so that they can inform us each life path on things that they need to know at this moment. I've come to realize the importance of all aspects of our divine path, working with all those information, the numerological part, the north nodes, our signs, our status, everything that we're here to do, our destiny. There's so many ways of figuring it all out and bringing it all into cohesion so that we can become what we are here to be. So this is a way of me channeling information for you to further help you on that same path. It's all about you being in alignment and not wasting this lifetime. It's not easy coming to the 3D. So when we're here, we don't want to go astray. We really want to stay focused, be serious about why we're here, and do what we came here to do on ourselves and for the universe at large. This is part of life. This is what we're here to do. We are spirit beings. We cannot neglect that. So with that being said, that's my motivation for starting this channeling session. There will be no tarot in this. This is just purely channel questions and letting everything flow, letting the Ascended Masters speak to me for whoever is watching for all your life paths. So I finished saging. I'm now going to get into the state of meditation, and then we'll be started very soon with the first life path. Okay? Stay with me and be patient. Mighty Ascended Masters who have lived on this earth and are so connected to earthly beings, who truly understand and are here for us. What message do you have for the life path 1? You are to become more enthusiastic in your approach to all things that you start. The sacred truth is owning your power. Adjust your behavior to become more assertive. You are in an illusion sometimes. You don't need to be glorified all the time. You have secret mathematical abilities. Your alchemy is all about keeping it simple with numbers. Architecture, the measurements in buildings, It's all about being simplified. Your journey is a road of no return. You must not astray. It is part of your path to tell people what to do in the most nicest way. Do not be envious of anyone when you are not yet in any leadership position. You will naturally rise to the forefront and will find yourself winning all battles so long as you stay in your righteousness. Archangel Zadkiel says, do not be aloof. Don't be afraid to change your destiny the way you want it. It is part of owning your power. Though you are a one path, you still own the power of all the numbers. You are in divine union and divine unity of all the powers. Ascended Masters, any last words for the life path ones? Because I want to move on to the next ones. Watch your eating habit. I feel pain in my chest, in the heart area. Try to stay lighthearted. Work on healing any heart issues, emotional issues that hurt you. You also have a lot of creative force. Stick by your words, be firm with your decisions. That is how people will take you serious. The power to command is by you doing what you say. Be a bit eclectic in your way of thinking also. Adjust to a mundane lifestyle with a bit of spontaneity. But stability should be your goal. Do not fluctuate all over the place. Any last words for them? We ask that you open your mind to other worlds and go to the Akashic records for more information. Some initiations are on the way for you, Life Path 1. Thank you for tuning in with me, Life Path 1s. I'm going to move on to the Life Path 2, my Ascended Masters. What messages do you have for the Life Path 2s? What messages do you have for the Life Path 2 Ascended Masters? What messages do you have for the Life Path 2's Ascended Masters? We know that this is common knowledge to you, but you still need to constantly remind yourself and study the true understanding of dualities within yourself. Understanding the opposite attracts also. Understanding your shadow sides. Integration of your shadows. Using your intuition at the right time. Relax and be patient. Things come to you in twos. Your cycles come in twos. Your lessons come in twos. Your blessings come in twos. If you miss the first opportunity, don't miss the second opportunity. If you're confused about anything, when you see twos, think about what you're thinking about. Your lucky number is 2. Say things in twos. Just like there's heaven and earth, there is a spirit and a lower aspect of you within yourself also. You are here to understand and combine these aspects within yourself. Don't overlook others and opportunities. Your introspection is quite deep. You would know a lot of things if you spent a lot of time doing that. Your intuition grows when you spend time alone. When you're speaking to people, you need to listen to what they are not saying. Your feelings are always torn and stretched so apart. From your emotions. There is a tendency for you to idle around. Because a part of you is waiting for something. Waiting for a helping hand, waiting for someone. Hey honey, you're waiting for yourselves. The higher being is within you. Don't stall on yourself. Be pragmatic. Overindulgence takes you off balance. Two makes you wiser. Two advices is all you need. No, you don't need to speak to more than two people if you are confused. Taking shelter and being in the rain is one and the same. The point is, it is still raining. So accept what is. And stop splitting everything into two. Unicorns are real, so are fairies. They are all from one source. Be diplomatic. Wealth comes to you without too much hard work, but by allowing and trusting others also. Allow your clairsentience to speak for you. Your stomach speaks a lot. Running is good, but too much for your heart. Jogging might be better. breathing exercises. Divine Ascended Masters, any last information for the Life Path 2s? Magic is a cult, get used to it. You cannot be fearful of what already exists in you. You are magical. Share your life in wholesome and in unison with your divine essence. Okay. Life Path 3. My Ascended Masters, please use me as the medium to tell the Life Path 3s what they need to know at this moment, in this time. You are crossroads. Your journey began in the womb of your mother. You always thought things would be given to you. But now you live in a world where you talk your way through everything. And work hard to win the hearts of people, just to get what you want. You are a big baby. You are the loves of the universe, the lovers of the universe, the children, the golden children, the messiahs, the messengers. You believe in anything so long as it gives you what you want. You don't question too much. You are spontaneous and you give in to the flow. Your adventurous spirit is sometimes dangerous for you. You drive recklessly. You rush. Everything has a plan, but you don't follow it. You're scattered in 3 ways most of the time in your mind. Sometimes multiple ways of doing one thing and solving one situation. confusion can take over. But you are blessed with an innocence and a genius mind. Jupiter blesses you. It is forbidden for you to eat every fruit. Watch your sexual patterns and partners. Pregnancy comes easy to you, and impregnation comes easy to you, the males. Spirits are always drawn to you to come through you. That's because you're wide open. Always protect your spirit. Protect your surroundings, because you are easy prey to other spirits. They will feast on you if you allow them. You don't see it coming. You're too busy. You're a busy bee that does not miss the honey. So there is blessing, and yet there is danger all around you most of the time. You're accurate in your thinking. Yes, you splurge a lot. Don't overdo things, don't be obsessed. Uplift your neighbors. You are blessed with beauty, and your smile is radiant. Any last words for the Life Path Threes? Watch your alcohol intake content. Whenever you go to occasions, don't get drunk. Study alchemy very well. It will help you to understand your mind. Read books of Thoth or Tahuti and take hold of your mind. The Trinity is embedded in you. The spheres of the unknown is magical. Thank you, my ascended masters. We'll move on to the life path 4. Okay. Ascended Masters, I call on you to use me as the channel. What information do you have for the life path force at this time? What do they need to hear? You are into a lot of dogmatic ideologies. You practice a lot of dogmas. It keeps you conformed. Keeps you stable. When was the last time you challenged yourself? You don't test your abilities. You don't test your powers. Everything is not set in stone. You can be mutable if you allow yourself. Change is constant. It's absurd of you to think that solid foundations cannot crumble. Divine Mother destroys all the time, just to rebuild. Allow yourself to learn the lessons life offers. You can't put all the loads in your life, in your family, on your back. Your back pain is from excess load. You are not everybody's savior. You need to go to a chiropractor and work on your back. The nerve endings need healing in your lower back. Get regular massages on your shoulders. Drink teas to calm you down. You are in a war with yourself. You fight for consistency, and the flow of life mangles it. And you are frustrated half of the time. You find it hard to even speak about what is truly bothering you. Words can't even begin to define the kind of pain and traumatic experiences that you go through. Especially when order that you've created gets dismantled. You need a social life. Sage the four corners of your home. When you see angel number 4s, you need to pay attention to what's going on in your home. Don't get misled by authority figures at your job. Politics is your way of life, but don't take it personal. Boredom can kill you. Read. Swim. Take deep breaths. Abandon your work for vacations sometimes. Vacations that you go alone, so you can get to know who you are. You are too lost in taking care of everybody else that you don't know who you are. Let your head down and feel good. And be free when you are out on vacation. Your money will be there waiting for you when you get back. Your projects will go untouched until you get back. You will realize that life waits for you and life flows through you, and that you are in charge and yet you're not in charge. You will learn the dynamics of this universe when you start spending time alone and be free and let your hair down. Any last words for the Life Path 4s, Ascended Masters? Choose your friends wisely. And your decision making should not always be by the book. Hello, Life Path 5. My Ascended Masters, what messages do you have for the Life Path 5s? What do they need to know now? They want you to change your toothbrushes. You need new toothbrushes. And change them often. There's some tooth decays happening from too many sweets. You're eating too many sugars. Big fluffy pies and coffees and energy drinks. High blood pressure. Relocations happening too many times. It's upset how many lovers you've had within a year. Channel your energy into the creative arts. Remember that you are the fifth element. You are the spirit being. Whenever you are amongst people, understand that your advice, your words, when deeply thought about before spoken, is the binding element. It is the spiritual insight that flows through you all the time. Do you know how much magic lies in you? The divine essence flows through you easily. Anytime you want something, you go straight to the source. You are the source. You are connected. Spontaneity can rule over your logic thinking. Pay attention to your thoughts. Don't be a Jezebel. You attract a lot of spiritual people, soothsayers. Your magnetism is very high. Spend time in the mountains just to connect with the divine. Nature hikes. Dancing is good for you. You need to write your ideas down and put your creative ideas into form. It may not seem necessary to you, but it can become very useful. Volunteer at the food shelter. Pay attention to people's body language when they are conversating or speaking to you. you would be able to tell if they are lying to you or not. Spend time discerning information, even when you're watching movies or TV. You will realize that your brain is very witty. Your challenge is grounding. Don't overburden yourself with too many ideas. Stick with your motive and think thoroughly about it before you start so you can finish it. Any last words for the life path 5s, my ascended masters? There's a call to nature. Take care of the plants. Do some gardening. It will help with your grounding. Plant red fruits and vegetables. Okay. My ascended masters, what urgent messages do you have for the life path 6? Teach your children how to play. Work with children. When you work with children, you would find out a lot about yourself. And it will get your creative juices flowing. Most of you are teachers sworn by oath to help lead children. With spiritual gifts. Many of your activities should be surrounded in the outside with children. Don't underestimate the power of music. You are one of the few lucky ones that music speaks to you. It is like a magical wand. When you're manifesting, implement music in your visualizations. It brings your imagination up and clearer. You would realize that you will easily flow into your trance-like self. Spend some time writing whilst listening to music. Plan with music. Drive with music. Meditate with music. It opens your sixth sense. Conserve your sexual energy. It is your spiritual power. Don't allow your aspirations to rule you. The more fun you have, the bigger your mind opens up. Teach the children to love themselves. Be enthusiastic. Visit exotic islands. Sit around a lot of flowers. Take your time to smell them. Wear white a lot. Keep your feet on flats. Or even barefooted. Romance is important to you. When you date, court for a long time before you settle down with them. You will find out a lot during the long courtship. And you would avoid making mistakes in marriage. The sixth sense is naturally awoken within. All you need to do is meditate. My Ascended Masters, any last words for the life path 6? Devote time for yourself. And watch out for jealous streaks. Ascended Masters, what messages do you have for the Life Path 7s? Your brain functions a little differently from others. It's almost like a light bulb goes on when you sense anything that's not physical. A lot of you are afraid of your spiritual gifts. Your crown is naturally activated. All you need do is meditate and connect and embrace this ability of being sensitive to all spirits. As such, you need more protection than the average person. Put protective grids and shields around you. Sometimes you get possessed and you don't know it. Sometimes spirits attach themselves to you and speak through you and you don't know it. Even angels can descend through you and you wouldn't know it. Do you understand the power of being open? Cleanse your crown all the time. Study the art of spiritual protection. Wear spiritual amulets that always protect your energy and seals your energy. Jump for joy, for your life is about to change. You are in the third cycle of your life. All things being equal, justice is going to be served. You're going to win some battles. Some through the court system. For some of you. I hear lottery wins. Don't undergo the surgery. Take a leap of faith. Stay away from dogmatic people and societies. Change your appearance. Wear a lot of white. Cleanse your ori. Cleanse your crown. Change your attitude about money. You need to find out your spirit guides and talk to them on a daily basis. You should establish a communication stream between you and your spirit guides, as if they lived in the same home with you, because there's a lot of spiritual activities around you all the time. Most of the time you don't know it. Watch your step when you're taking a shower. Don't overlook the fine print in your mail. Can you research a little deeper about things? Don't be obsessed with your neighbors. It is not always them. Some of the things are in your imagination and in your illusions. Some of you may need therapy or spiritual guides to help you to differentiate between what's real and what's an illusion. Read some books. Alright. Any last words for the Life Path 7, my Ascended Masters? The goal is for you to embrace your spiritual gifts. My Ascended Masters, what messages do you have for the Life Path 8s? Your geography is messed up, you live in the wrong cities. You need to move into the cities, like New York, Los Angeles, the big cities. The cities that are more business oriented. You're not a small town person. You operate on low vibrations in those places. Use your psychic abilities for good things. People are intrigued by your great success. Teach yourself how to obey your heart. You seem to be doing what is expected of you most of the time, rather than what you truly want. And you lie about your intentions because you believe that secret is powerful. It is a good strategy, but you have lost some opportunities, some people who were going to help you because you refuse to really tell them your true intentions and your true plans about the business proposals that were at hand. When you go through a death, don't stay down there. Periods in your life where you get depressed, don't stay down there too long. Darkness starts to overtake your mind, and vengeful thoughts starts cropping up in your mind. You need to sun gaze a lot. Let go of superstitions and practice your own magic. You naturally have intense focus, which helps you to manifest. Help people with this gift. People struggle to learn how to manifest, and it comes to you easily because of your attentive and keen focus. You need to teach others how to become great manifestors like you. It is a natural thing for you to do. You hide a lot of things from your people, your spouse. Not all things are meant to be hidden. Some can cause your marriage. Sex magic works for you as well. You manifest and you use that to manifest also. So teach people how to manifest. Anything else for the Life Path aids? Study snakes. You would understand when you study them. You understand the very fiber of your being. There is something about you and snakes. Study snakes. Alright, let's do Life Path 9. My Ascended Masters, please tell me what the Life Path 9s need to know urgently. Apply compassion. Learn the patience and the act of letting go. There's a lot that is dead within you that you need to let go. Rome wasn't built in a day. Be true to your feelings. Do not start anything that you truly don't want to do. You are chasing people out of your life a lot. That's because you have to learn to let go. Learning to detach from all things is a painful path for you, unfortunately, but one that's needed for your growth. Saying goodbye to people that you care for is needed because it's liberating to you. Though it's a painful process. You have to understand that the Ascended Masters are constantly working with you. Because of the nature of your life path. You are close to making decision of whether you are going to serve humanity or not. And there's many initiations happening in this lifetime for you. What are you teaching about? Is it truly inspired by your desires? Always learn and always ask for help from the Ascended Masters. We are here for you. Lead by example. Spend time on mountains to elevate your vibrations. Travel for retreats, spiritual retreats. Act matured. Your soul is old, and as such you must act as a wise being and be the wise being. Show by example. Everything you create should be in the betterment of humanity and not for your selfish or ego, to fulfill your ego's needs. Any last words for the Life Path 9s, my Ascended Masters? Choose wisely in all things. And don't forget the golden rule. You're finishing up your karmas, so don't add more karmas. Closing doors, so be careful what doors you open. Make wise choices in the circle of friends you keep. Ascended Masters, what messages do you have for the Life Path 11s? What do they need to know urgently? There are so many ways of breaking the rules without getting caught. Getting yourself in trouble is not the right thing to do. There are wiser ways of changing the norms that does not serve the people without violence. You need to ask for spiritual guidance before you undertake things of such rebellious natures. Standing for truth should not be a violent situation. You overcome and you conquer your enemies by using the same laws that they created, by pointing out the loopholes in the same laws. The battle can be fought in the spirit, but that's what needs to be done on the physical plane. Using their own pitfalls against them will bring you justice for yourself and for the people. Learn to be more tolerant of other people's opinions. Even though it sounds senseless to you, do not let them feel that as much. Do not let pride overtake your judgments. You're setting traps for yourself if you don't consult with spirit. You can elevate the minds of others by showing them the way. Only through peace and understanding. Remember to be submissive but yet assertive. Balance out your yin and yang. Choose to quench your internal battles before you go out through deep introspective meditation and reflection. Equip yourself with information and study hard about the subject before you do anything. You get tired and bored quickly when you start projects, but you need to stick with it. The end is what matters. Getting the results is what matters. Your focus should be on getting the results. Spend time in nature. Go to the Divine Mother. Allow her to show you the way, to be receptive. And more allowing, to not discriminate, to see humanity as one. Any last words for the Life Path 11 master number? Choose your companions, friends, and associates wisely. These people hold a lot of power in your influence in their hands. Respect everyone's opinions. My Ascended Masters, please tell the Life Path 22s, the Master number 22s, what they need to know at this moment. What messages do you have for the Life Path 22s, the Master number 22s? Teach your truths and focus on your goals. There's a lot going on in this universe, both on the celestial plane and on this physical plane. To break barriers, we must come to true understanding of what's going on by staying informed and updated with all the astrological bodies and what's going on through channeling and spiritual work, and by staying tuned with what's going on in the world, in the news and all that. When you do these things, you get ideas on where to put your energy and what to build and what you want to bring forth for the people. Remember, everything you do must become tangible, must come into the 3D. Choose the path of righteousness. To do all things truthfully and honestly. No embezzlement, no lies, fairness and justice in all your transactions and activities. When dealing with governments, figures and money, and your surroundings. Real estate is a very good place for you to be. The education system can be changed for the better with your inputs. Don't forget that your strength is all about bringing things from the thinking spheres of the magician into reality. Teach people around you how to easily do this. Take education seriously. Promote self-sacrifice that leads to fulfillments. In other words, sacrifice a lot of things, gatherings and social lives and personal pleasures, so you can build strong foundations for the whole, the collective. You own the secret to what works. You know what works in all things. You just instinctively know that this plan will work over that plan. Your intuition is heightened, and you use it together with practicality to make things happen. You know what to say to authority figures. You are the mediator. Use all your abilities and your power to bring things to fruition and to finish all your projects. The world relies on you for change. You have all it takes to bring about change in all of the systems. From the judicial system to the medical to the education to the spiritual systems that doesn't even serve us. You know what to do. Any last words for the Life Path 22s? Challenge everything that doesn't work and don't settle for less. Last path. My Ascended Masters, what messages do you have for the Life Path 33s? The divine God essence within you has reached its peak. At this point, you are embodying your God essence. You must become miraculous, believe in miracles, and create miracles. You must judge not what reality is, for everything is real to you. You have deeper understanding to all that is. Whether others believe it or not, you at this point knows that it all is what it is. You cannot judge anyone. Your heart is wide open and should be functioning from unconditional love at this point in your life journey. A great teacher is the one who understands. One step at a time. Devote time to connect with the Spirit, to your higher self. Learn to operate from truth. Draw a line between love and hate and teach people to come from a place of love in all things that they do. Learn to forgive. You have a lot of spiritual power, and you can use it to influence people in the wrong way or in the righteous way. Pay attention to your thoughts as they manifest as you think. You are deeply connected to Source, and all your thoughts must be pure and out of goodness and for the greater good of all. Your journey is a selfless one. It's one that you must teach the people to return to the true source of life. Eat healthy meals. And keep your body and surroundings clean. Walk a path of righteousness. And all that you seek will be given to you. Anything else for the life path 33 master number? All things work together and come together for the greater good of mankind. And sometimes, though it seems like it's going the wrong direction and you don't fully understand everything, remember the divine plan is at work. So learn to let go and allow divine source to show you what is happening for your understanding. Alright, so thank you, mighty ascended masters. I am deeply grateful that you come through to convey all these messages to all the life paths. We hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here, and I'll be putting the timestamps down in the description box, okay, below for each life paths. You have a great time, and I'll see you soon, my loves.